I have here with me Alex and Cyrus from the band Liquid Hearts. Just want to thank you guys for coming on tonight. How are you going?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good as well.
That's good. You're just telling me about your studio, which is really exciting. It's all new, hey?
Yeah. We only finished it, last week?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And so in the band, you've also got Gemma and Will. Can you tell me a little bit about them and also about yourselves and what sort of special input you all have to collaborate with the sound?
Yeah, so Gemma's loud.
She's what?
She's loud.
Oh, loud. It's good. You need a loud drummer.
Yeah. And Will was a double bassist before he joined the band, so he's got a bit of swing about him.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
That's the way to put it. And then, I'm the guitarist. I do lead stuff.
Yeah.
And Cyrus, obviously, is our vocalist.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I also write a lot of the lyrics for our originals.
Oh, so you write the lyrics as well, Cyrus?
Yeah.
I had a listen to Be Kind, and I was saying to Julie earlier that the lyrics are just beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, gorgeous. So how did you guys come up with the band name Liquid Hearts?
Well, it's an interesting story, actually, because Liquid Hearts wasn't our first name. We went by the Looper Doopers for about 6 months when we started out.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, we loved it too, but realised it kind of didn't work with the style of music we wanted to do. So, after a couple months, we decided to change it. And we started looking for a new band name. And one day we were just brainstorming on our band group chat on Instagram, and Gemma sent through Liquid Hearts, claiming that it was from like an online generator. And we all thought that was super cool. We were super stoked about it. And it wasn't until after we had settled on that name that she told us that she had actually come up with it herself, but was too nervous to put it forward.
Oh, bless. Oh, she's done well. And even, I was looking up Liquid Hearts, and there's not many other bands with that name. So, you guys have hit a gem.
From a couple of years ago.
And what do you guys like most about playing music?
There's a lot. It's just really therapeutic, especially because we're all friends as a group. It's just really relaxing, really chill. You just get to have fun with your mates, make some noise, and do cool stuff.
It's also a form of connection with other people, writing music and then seeing other people listening to it or seeing along with it when you perform it. It's really uplifting.
Oh, good for the soul.
Yeah.
Also, so I was wondering, what would be your ideal musician to collaborate with, and why?
We actually went through a list with this yesterday. We got the questions up in our rehearsal, and we've got answers here from Gemma and William, so we'll share them.
Yeah.
Will said The Living Tombstone because he's been listening since he was young and he loves the music.
Yeah.
And Gemma said Beyonce.
Oh, really?
She loves music, and she thinks that Beyonce would be extremely cool to work with.
We've actually got a Beyonce poster in the studio.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Because she's definitely different genre to your type of music. So that's a little surprising. What about yourselves?
For me, I said Brian May from Queen. Obviously, Cyrus, and Queen's my favourite band. He seems like a really cool dude. It'd be awesome to be able to work with him and just pick his brain.
Yeah, definitely.
Personally, I said Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance. He's very inspirational and has been one of my biggest role models music-wise, so I think it would be really great to work with him.
Yeah, awesome. Oh, I love that. So your band has released its first single, Be Kind, this year on YouTube. Are you able to tell us about the process you went through, how you guys went to get it out there and in shape?
Yeah, for sure. It was very long. That's a big part of it. It started with us having a lot of issues with writing and asking our music teacher for help, which we had put off a lot originally because we were like, we could do this ourselves.
Yeah.
But we eventually got there, wrote the entire thing. It was so catchy. We kept having our own songs stuck in our heads for weeks on end.
Yeah.
Then we started looking for other people, like connections we knew, to film a music video and get it recorded. So we recorded the video first up in Kalamunda, then did a live recording at Chalet Riggy up in Mundaring of the actual song, put it all together, and then just before performing at a gig, we finally uploaded it and used that gig as like a release celebration.
Yeah, wow. Where did you have the gig?
It was at the farmers markets in Kalamunda.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
And what was the response from the crowd?
It was really actually quite supportive. Within the first couple hours of it being up, it got about 200 views, which was insane.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, and the response from the crowd actually there was really good as well, because we had some of our merch out for the first time as well, couple shirts and wristbands. We had people coming up that we had never seen at our gigs before, asking for shirts or wristbands or just asking questions, and the public interest was really encouraging, knowing that we had written something that was actually worth asking questions about.
Yeah, definitely. And everyone in Kalamunda is very supportive of their locals, so beautiful to hear. So what inspired you guys to put it on YouTube? And are you I think I overheard Julie saying you're going to put it on Spotify as well?
We've not actually uploaded to Spotify yet, 'cause the process for getting music on there is quite lengthy, so we're waiting until we've got a couple more songs and push it all through at once with our EP that we're hoping to do. We did it on YouTube just because that was the most accessible to us. The people that we knew were going to be listening. It's easiest to share it on.
Yeah, on social media.
We also have it available on SoundCloud and Triple J Unearthed.
Oh, cool.
We've seen a lot of small bands, some coming from Kalamunda Senior High as well, who have released music on there, and it went really well, like on Triple J Unearthed.
Yeah, wow. Are you going to apply for Triple J Unearthed competition?
I think we were looking into it more.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
It would be, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good to hear. So, do you have any more live performances coming up?
Yeah. So, it's Wednesday now, right? Friday, the 28th of October, we've actually got 2 gigs on. So we're playing with the City of Kalamunda Young Creatives Month at the Kalamunda Night Markets.
Yeah.
And then the Perth Hills Live Musicians Association is hosting a live spring music festival at the Kalamunda Performing Arts Centre that we're also playing at.
Where and what sort of audiences do you attract, do you think? Is it more people your age, or do you think, because even like listening to the song, it's the type of music that I sort of grew up listening. I felt it was a bit grungy, rock and roll. Have you thought about what sort of audiences you want to attract with your music?
Yeah, so at the moment, a lot of our gigs are more around the Kalamunda local area, so they're more attractive to, I guess, kind of young families, teenagers looking for something to do, because there's not all that much up this way in the hills. But our music seems to attract people around our age, just high schoolers, teenagers, just looking for something loud. And I think that's really good. But I reckon if we break out a bit more, we'll be attracting probably a bit older, mid-20s-ish, hopefully. But yeah.
And Cyrus, what sort of what creative process do you go through when you are writing your lyrics?
I try to find a theme for it first. It's like pretty basic, but it always seems to help. Listening to the rhythm of the chords or whatever we have as an instrumental part helps a lot to figure out length and stuff like that. But a few of our songs, especially Be Kind, has been written about things that I've dealt with as, in a way, like a vent kind of thing, but it's also written to be relatable to the listener.
Oh, 100%. Even when I was listening to it, I felt, like I could resonate with your song. So you've done such an amazing job there. And even the rhythm with the band, you guys just mesh so well together. How did you guys all start playing music? Did you start at school, or was it more of your parents bought you a guitar, Alex?
So for me personally, about 7 years ago now, my parents got me one of those super cheap, like $20 guitars from Kmart for Christmas.
Yeah.
I didn't touch it for about a year. And then one day I just picked it up and I started playing the strings, and I showed my dad, who was walking past. I'm like, "Hey Dad, check this out." And I just played the most horrible cacophony of sound. And yeah, from there I kind of fell in love with it. So I was just playing a little more every day, kind of figuring it out. And then after about 6 months of making a racket, my parents finally decided to get me some guitar lessons.
Oh, the good parents.
At the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
So I started going for those just before I finished primary school. And then I got into the music program at Kalamunda High, and I've been doing contemporary guitar with that for about 4 years as well.
What about you, Cyrus? How did you get into singing?
I've been singing since I was little. You know, kids have little performances. I did go through a big part where I played guitar as well. I did lessons in primary school, and then started like teaching myself after I moved schools. But with that came perfecting pitch and stuff with my voice, and I found that I was much better with that, if that makes sense. Like, it was easier to get around and didn't have to carry a guitar everywhere I went.
Yeah, you can have a little dance. Do you feel like the music you grew up listening to has come into your band, if you know what I mean?
For me, definitely.
Yeah.
I listened to a lot of Foo Fighters and Red Hot Chili Peppers as I was growing up, because that's what my parents were into.
Well, that's my favourite band.
We went through a little bit in the band. We were trying to cover a Foo Fighters song. I think we put that to the side for now. But even when I first joined the band, I recommended Paramore.
Yep.
Like Still Into You by Paramore, and we went really far with that song. Yeah, a lot of my music taste has come into the band, I think.
And do you do a lot of covers as well? Is that how you kind of started off as a band and then wrote your own music?
Most definitely.
Yeah. What's next for Liquid Hearts?
The last couple of days I've been looking at booking venues and like recording studio space for us to start recording music videos and the actual audio for our EP that we're hoping to release in early 2023.
Oh, sounds good. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to hearing more new music come out. Make sure you send it to me and I'll pop it on the radio. To you listening, it's Liquid Hearts and their song is called Be Kind. Check them out on YouTube, but I will play their song as well.
Thank you.
So
Thank you so much for having us.
All right.